Hello, my name is Rhonda, but my friends call me Ro, and you can too. Hold My Purse, a self-care journey through life, is a show about bringing peace to our lives with self-care. In this podcast, I'll take a deep dive into the world of self-care, sharing stories and tips and conversations that will empower you to put self-care at the center of your life. I truly believe that just as your purse holds your essentials, self-care holds the key to maintaining your mental, emotional, and physical well-being so you can live in peace. Now, let's take a journey into the world of self-care. Hey there, party people. What's up? Welcome to episode 1 of a show that's all about putting you smack dab in the center of your life with some seriously badass self-care. I am so excited about this program. You see, I've always dreamt of having a platform where I could create a community to share lessons in this journey called life. I've literally, y'all, lost sleep over how I could help us ladies live a more fulfilled life. No offense, fellas, you're absolutely welcome to join the party, but we deal with and go through a lot. We're always putting everyone else first, and we're always on the move. For example, those nights when everyone in the house is asleep, how much do you do before you actually go to bed? Dishes, lunch prep, cleaning. It never freaking ends. And you know I'm right. So my question is, why don't we ever use that time for ourselves? And that's exactly what led me to the show. But it took me a hot minute to figure out what this show would look like. I knew I wanted to talk about the magic of self-care, but what would I call it? Then I had a thought during spin class. Hold my purse. You know, just like when you ask someone, hey, can you hold my purse? When you need a moment of trust and support, self-care can be your constant companion, ready to provide the emotional and mental boost you need to tackle life challenges like a boss. This is all for you, my friends. My mission is to inspire you to live a soul-filled, peaceful life. My daughter Paris always says to me, Mom, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Man, she's probably like, I don't talk like that. But hey, she's absolutely right. We got to cherish this life and have a freaking blast while we're living it. Now, one of the biggest obstacles you are going to face while you're on this self-care journey is guilt. Many of y'all gonna feel guilty for taking the time for yourself, and there are so many demands on your life and time. It makes sense, but it is essential for you to overcome that guilt and prioritize self-care unapologetically. If you don't, I'm telling you, you're gonna end up angry and frustrated, depressed, and your immune system may just throw in the towel. Now, if I'm keeping it real, I haven't always been a poster child for self-care. Just like everyone else during the pandemic, I binged on TV and Insecure became one of my faves. Issa and Molly had self-care Sundays, and I thought, say less. Sunday then became my body self-care day. Nails, hair, massages, facials, you name it, I did it. But then I realized self-care should be more than just a Sunday take care of my body thing. I needed to work on my mindset because I was spinning. Now, as I share the tea on self-care, I want you to think about what will truly light up your life and help you live in peace. I'm going to dive into this deeper in another show, but here's a little nugget of wisdom for you. You see, there are these 4 friends in the emotional state club: joy, happiness, bliss, and peace. Joy is a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. And happiness, well, it's a sense of well-being, joy, and contentment. Bliss is a complete state of happiness and joy. But then there's peace, the state of not being disrupted or annoyed by life's challenges. It's a state of being that you own. I have a motto, and that is to live with peace of mind, clarity, and laughter. And I have become a fierce protector of my peace, y'all, and I want you to do the same. All right, enough with the detours. Back to the topic at hand. Self-care. All right. The Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services says self-care is an important way to protect your physical, mental, and emotional health so you can better adapt to changes, build strong relationships, and recover from setbacks. And that's exactly why we're in this together, y'all. We're going to improve our body and mind. We're going to boost self-awareness, build self-confidence, tackle stress, and master emotional regulation, all with our trusty sidekick, self-care. Let's start with self-care activities that can do wonders for your body. I'm talking about regular exercise, eating well, and getting enough rest. When you treat your body right, it's like giving it a good old high five. But here's the magic. When your body feels awesome, you're not just surviving, you are thriving. You've got the energy, the pep in your step, and the enthusiasm to chase your dreams and be the absolute best version of yourself. Now, I get it. For some, working out might sound like a chore, but hey, it's not a one-size-fits-all deal. It's about finding what lights you up. For me, it's a smorgasbord of activities. Hot yoga, cycling, hiking, roller skating, taking leisurely walks on the beach while listening to a podcast, and weight training. I've got my schedule, and let me tell you, I rarely break from it. It's kind of ingrained in my DNA. So just discover what gets your body moving and grooving in a way that makes you say, hell yeah. So that's the body. Now let's shift focus and dive into the world of self-care for mindfulness so you can learn how to nurture your inner self and find that peaceful balance from within. You know, man, sometimes you just need to take a step back and just breathe so you can reset your mind. Whether you're into mindfulness practices, have a cool hobby, or just simply enjoy chilling with leisure activities, hit that reset button. Why? Because it's like giving your mind a spa day. When your mind is clear and focused, you become a decision-making ninja and a productivity powerhouse. Notice how I emphasize ninja and powerhouse? Yeah, that's right. I need you to do that. Now, here's a little sneak peek into my routine. On some days, I meditate not once, not twice, but 3 times. Yep, you heard me right. In the morning, again in the afternoon, especially if work is trying to steal my peace, and before I wind down and go to bed. It's like my daily dose of mental clarity. So, imagine this. You take a moment for yourself, you tune out all the brain noise, and you just chill. It's like hitting pause and having a heart-to-heart with yourself. Trust me, the clarity you find from within is a game changer. So go on, take a breath, and listen to what your inner voice has to say. It's got some pretty cool stuff to share with you. Now that I've touched upon mindfulness and self-care activities, it's time to turn our attention to another crucial aspect of our emotional well-being, and that's emotional regulation. You see, where mindfulness helps us connect with our inner selves and self-care activities lay the foundation for a balanced life, emotional regulation is like that bridge connecting those two worlds, helping us to navigate our feelings and reactions gracefully and with understanding. Self-care requires some introspection and self-reflection, which can help you become more aware of your own emotions and your triggers. You know, we be tripping sometimes, y'all. So we're gonna say, let some shit go and let's get regulated. There's a lot to unpack when it comes to emotional regulation, like awareness, understanding, and expression. This is going to be another show, but trust me, it is super important. Now that I've covered emotional regulation, let's take another turn and talk about stress. While emotional regulation equips us with the tools to manage our feelings, sometimes, a lot of times, life throws us shit that can lead to stress. And that's where the magic of self care comes in. Stress is a sneaky beast, y'all, and can really be a pain in the butt for both your body and your mind. Am I right? When you have like a shield of self care, you can tackle stress head on. Think about it. Activities like meditation, getting your zen on with some yoga, or just soaking up the beauty of nature can be like your trusty stress busters, lowering those stress levels, and suddenly you're like, I got this. When you're in a chill and stress-free state, you can tackle challenges like a champ. And your emotional well-being, oh yeah, it's on point. I'm talking about stress management techniques that include relaxation, coping strategies like breathing and meditation, and even that good old impulse control. You know, when you take a beat before you react. And sometimes we really do need to just take a beat. And don't even get me started on solace. Solace is like the serene oasis of calm. I love spending time alone. It gives me a chance to just think. Trust me, when you've got solace, it's a thing of beauty. It's waiting for you to embrace it. And I encourage you to make solace a part of your self-care arsenal. Now that we've covered the stress relieving powers of self-care, it's time to shift our focus on something equally significant, and that is how self-care can supercharge your relationships. You see, when we take the time to care for ourselves, it benefits our personal well being and ripples out into how we connect with others and create a healthier relationship. And it's through self care you can develop a deeper understanding of your own struggles and your needs, which allows you to then create a foundation for emotional well being. Now, this enhanced empathy that you develop will foster more supportive and nurturing relationships. Engaging in activities such as journaling or therapy will enhance your communication skills. And when you're able to express your feelings and thoughts and needs more clearly, it leads to a better understanding and connection with your partners or loved ones. And here's a kicker. When your loved ones see you taking care of yourself, they may be more inclined to do the same. And that creates a positive halo effect on the overall well being of your entire social circle. Now, that's a gem. You see, when you make self care a regular part of your life, it really does wonders for your self worth. You start showing up in your relationships as a fulfilled individual, bringing your whole authentic self to the table. And guess what happens next? Your relationships become more fulfilling and satisfying overall. And that's the magic. Now, as we continue our journey through the world of self-care and its incredible impact, let's shine a little light on something equally transformative, and that's self-awareness. Just like self-care boosts our self-worth and enriches our relationships, it can also nurture the seeds of self-awareness from within us. Practicing self-care allows for a deeper understanding of our values and desires and needs. This heightened self-awareness will empower us to make more informed choices that are aligned with our true selves. So let's explore how self-care fuels this incredible journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The adventure continues. The Inner Melbourne Clinical Psychology suggests at its core, self-awareness involves shifting your attention away from what's happening around you and onto yourself. So instead of focusing on what other people do and say, for example, like my partner doesn't get me, my parents put too much pressure on me, or my workplace is boring, or my workplace is toxic. The emphasis is placed on how you think and feel. It's a shift in focus from what's happening around you to what's going on inside of you. Whoa, let me say that again for those in the back. It's a shift in focus from what's happening around you to what's going on inside of you. Now, how does one improve self-awareness? Well, keeping an open mind, being mindful of your strengths and weaknesses, knowing your emotional triggers, and staying focused, just to name a few. Your awareness gives you a conscious choice into your actions. And that, my friend, is self-care. Giving yourself grace to understand and to feel is the magic catalyst for change. Now that we've explored the power of self-awareness, let's turn our attention to another essential aspect of self-care, and that is establishing boundaries. While self-awareness equips us with the insights into our needs, the practice of setting boundaries allows us to protect and honor those needs. Think of boundaries as self-care's trusty sidekick, shielding you from burnout, those not so great relationships, and the chaos that comes with overextending ourselves. This is where self-care truly blossoms into an act of pure self-love and self-preservation. You see, establishing boundaries is where it's at, y'all. If you don't, you know what you're basically saying? Sure, world, walk all over my needs. But hey, practicing self-care is like putting up those healthy protective boundaries in both your personal and professional life. You're not just doing it for show. You're doing it to prioritize your well-being. So I have a work-related story I want to share with you. So there was this week when my team and we were working our butts off to like 8 or 9 o'clock at night after night. And honestly, that's a struggle for me because I'm usually asleep by 9 o'clock. And on the fourth night, I think it was like 7 o'clock, one of my coworkers said, "Hey, let's grab dinner." Now, to be honest, I don't particularly like this person, so even the thought of spending more time with her made me want to throw up in my mouth. I politely said, "Nah, no thank you. I'm going home to give myself some well-deserved rest." Now, back in the day, I might have caved and gone along just to try to build that relationship. But now I've learned the power of setting boundaries and putting myself first. Plus, I knew that relationship was not repairable and I couldn't stand her ass, so I was not going. I know, background, that's not nice, but hey, it's the truth. So let's make a pact to know and embrace our boundaries to protect our peace. I can't say this enough. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's an act of self-respect and self-preservation. You ready to rock those boundaries, my friends? Yes, you are. As we continue our exploration of self-care and the various facets that make it powerful, let's now journey into the realm of resilience. We've seen how self-awareness and boundary setting can fortify our self-care practice, and here's where it all comes together. You see, self-care serves as our toolkit for building resilience. It equips us with the skills to bounce back from life's challenges with grace and strength. It's like the secret weapon that helps us weather storms and maintain our well-being in the face of adversity. So, let's dive into how self-care becomes the foundation for resilience and empowering us to thrive even when life gives us shit. Think of self-care as your personal resilience gym. It's where you work on your emotional muscle, you hone your coping strategies, and you master stress management techniques. Now, I'm not saying resilience will make your problems go away, but you will have a strong foundation of self-care to protect you and help you navigate life. It's like having a well-trained team of experts, by your side. So picture it. You're faced with a challenging situation, like a breakup, a layoff, or a family issue. But instead of feeling overwhelmed, you draw upon the resilience you've built through self-care. You know how to take a step back, breathe, and assess the situation. And you have a toolbox filled with relaxation techniques like meditation practices, self-soothing rituals that not only empower you to weather the storm, but to emerge from it stronger and more resilient than before. Self-care isn't just a pampering session, y'all. It's a transformative practice that equips you to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and grace. And I know some of y'all can relate. Are you ready to continue in this empowering journey of self-care? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I know y'all got this. So, I know I've thrown a lot at you in a short amount of time, but I promise I will put all this information in the show notes so you can refer back. But here's the real heart of it all, the golden nugget from this first episode that I want to share with you. Self-care isn't some selfish indulgence. It's a downright essential practice that you need. It's your secret sauce for your overall well-being, and it's the key to unlocking your best self. When you nurture your physical, mental, and emotional health, you're basically leveling up your game. And you know what? Self-care is free, y'all. And you can define what that looks like for you. You just need to do what's best for you so you can become more self-aware, more confident, and tougher than a titanium-coated superhero like Captain America. Oh my God, y'all. Chris Evans. I love Chris Evans. He got married. I was like, dang it. This woman is truly lucky. So let's get into an agreement right here, right now. Honor yourself, love yourself, and take care of yourself. Trust me, when life throws those curveballs, you'll handle them like a champ with clarity and laser focused attention and the inner strength you never knew you had. So let self-care be your ride or die companion on this wild journey we call life. Let's slay those challenges, conquer those obstacles, and always keep your self-care purse within arm's reach. I have a special feature on my show, and it's with my G-baby, Aria, aka the little human. I love her curiosity and ability to share her thoughts and feelings. So each week she's going to just share whatever's on her mind. So friends, meet Aria.
I went to the beach and then the waves were so big and then I got wet because I was a little bit too deep, but it was fun. Really, really fun. And then we went home.
That's it for this first episode. It's in the books. I've got so much love for y'all. It's unreal. So please keep putting your well-being first. Keep nurturing those connections and keep embarking on your self-care journeys because that's the path to personal and relational peace. Now, if you like this episode as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you, do me a solid, rate, review, share, and subscribe. And hey, feel free to slide into my DMs or follow me on Insta at I'mABro. Or you can hop over to my website and shoot me questions or comments at www.hold-my-purse.com. Until next time, my fabulous friends, remember to put yourself first and hold my purse. Peace.